In this video, let's see how to use the Compare view in Lightroom's Library module to help us settle on the best image among a batch of similar images. So look down here in the film strip. You see I have this image selected, and you can see that up here in the preview window. I want to select a batch of similar images. I'm going to do that by holding my cursor over this last image here and holding the Shift key and clicking. Now I have a batch of images selected that I want to compare. Up here in the toolbar, the XY icon is the compare icon. I can either click on that icon or just select the C key. Okay, so now on the left we have a select and we have a candidate. And what this means is the select image is the image that will remain constant as I cycle through the other images in the film strip. And the candidate will change. Now at any point, if I find a candidate that is better than the select, I can then substitute that image into the select side. All right, so I need to examine this image a little more carefully. And I'm going to do that by, first of all, hitting the Tab key, which gets rid of the left panel and the right panel. And now I'm going to zoom in because I want to check for sharpness. And I can see the image on the left. I'm going to move this one down so I can see the image on the right. The image on the left is sharper, at least when it comes to this girl. Now I click and drag, I can move around the image and compare the other parts of the image as well. So this image here on the right, which is the candidate, I want now to become the select. Now it may not be my final choice, but I'm going to go ahead and swap them out right now. In order to do that, I just select this icon here down in the toolbar, make select, and it will replace the select with the candidate. I can also use this icon, which will swap the two, basically doing the same thing. So now the image that was a candidate is the select image. And if you look down here in the film strip, you can see the clear diamond, or the diamond that has, it looks like white in the middle, is the select, and the black diamond is now the candidate. So I'm going to use the right key, and you can see how that candidate changes, and yet the select remains the same. So I have a new candidate. Let me go ahead and compare the two. I'm looking for sharpness mostly. So once again, the image on the left, the select, is better, and I'm going to keep it as my select. And I can just go through all the images pretty quickly, zooming in and checking for sharpness. There, the girl on the left is clearly out of focus, so that's not going to work. Now, if I don't want an image, I can either just pass through it like I've been doing, or if I hit the X, it deselects it down here in the film strip. So let's pick another candidate and see how we're doing. Okay, once again, she's not very sharp. Let's find another candidate. Let me go ahead and get rid of that one. It doesn't get rid of it. It just deselects it. Okay, how are we doing here? Let's check this one. And that one. Now she's sharp, but not quite as sharp as the other one. Okay, so I can keep going through. I'm getting pretty confident that the one on the left is going to be the better one, even though I can tell that the girl on the left isn't perfectly sharp. Certainly from what I'm seeing, it's better than what I'm getting from the other images. Nope. Now I want to show you one more thing in terms of comparing them. As I zoom in, you can see that they're zooming in together. They're in sync. And that's because you see this icon down here, the lock? They're locked together. If I click on that, I can move them independently of each other. See how I'm doing that now? And that might be useful for some images to compare. And then if you want to sync, let's say a zoom setting, let's change the zoom setting on that one. But now we want to sync the two. We hit sync. And now this one will go to the same zoom setting as that one. So once I'm convinced that I have found the image that is my select, what I do then is I give it a rating. And you can do that either by giving it a 5-star rating, you can give it a flag. There's various ways you can designate that as your pick. And you're pretty much done. You have quickly gone through a series of images that were very much alike and chosen the best one using the compare view in the library module.